Hi.
Hi, Delan.
Hi.
Del.
Yeah.
So what was your expectation before arriving here at Temba?
I think the website did give me a fair expectation of some very comfortable living kind of spaces. So I think nothing much has. It's kind of met my expectations about the living stuff. I think what I didn't expect was the level of difficulty that's faced by some of the service users that I've worked with. Um, I did know some of the realities of life in rural areas, healthcare access, social access, things like that. But I think the constant barrage of this on the staff that work in these settings is something that I didn't expect. Um, and I think as much as it was a shock and it's overwhelming, it's also quite heartening to know that the staff still managed to go on. I mean, I'm here for a short while, but the staff who are based here, who live here, who are from the communities here, they still go on despite the difficulties that they have to work with on a daily basis forever.
Okay. Now that you've been here for a few days, how have your expectations changed in regards to the NGO and the Doctor's Refuge?
I think I see the need for this kind of work. I see the need for this organization to exist. Um, what's an unexpected thing is that I've noticed that there's a network effect that happens when you interact with the other professionals who are staying here as well. And I've made some really good friends here. And even though it's been a couple of days of intersection between my stay and their time here, it's been some really good friendships that will kind of continue beyond this space. And I think for us professionally, it's useful, but I think also socially, it's quite a good setup. And I think that was very unexpected. I did expect that I would learn a lot from the informal dinner conversations, passing each other in the corridors, having coffee together, that kind of stuff. So I think that those expectations were met, but I think socially there's an inadvertent thing which is really helpful, and it's really rewarding for me personally as well.
What experiences did you have that made you smile or tugged on your heartstrings? Again, the experience at the NGO and here at the...
Um, the hugs from the kids that are at the NGO that I worked at, so at the children's center, and they're almost, in the work that I did, I was aware of the backgrounds that they come from. But when they're at that center playing, it reinforced to me that children, if given the right kind of spaces and the right kind of environment and conditions, they can just be children, even if it is just for that short space of time. So it reaffirmed something that I knew, that I think I'd lost touch with. So knowing that and seeing children really feel so spontaneously happy despite some very, very difficult circumstances, that was really touching. That was really touching.
Amazing. Besides spending time at the clinic, what else did you do for your leisurely time?
The run last night was good. I think I'd not done enough physical activity in 3 days, so that was quite good. I really enjoyed that. And running through a game reserve or the road in a game reserve was quite special, especially considering we weren't supposed to be running on the roads in Modiklo. And I really wanted to run on the roads in Modiklo, so this kind of helped me, kind of unwind in that way. What else did I really enjoy? The friendships. I don't think I can say that enough. The space allows for friendships, and I know, speaking to Godfrey, he was talking about and I was speaking to Catherine as well. The idea of that communal kitchen and not knowing how it will work and all of that is actually the best thing, I think, about this space, because as much as your rooms and your cabins are comfortable. Forcing you to come here to have your meal means you interact with everyone here, and when you interact with everyone here, that's where that social stuff happens. And if I had my own kitchen in my cabin, I probably would be coming here less, which means I would have missed out on some of the better parts of my stay on the camp. What's also pretty awesome, I'm just remembering now, is that almost every day of going out to work and coming back in, I'd pass animals, and it never ceased to amaze me that I was commuting to what was essentially work by passing giraffe or passing wildebeest or passing some kind of animal. And that's so different from, it's so different from my colleagues here. They work in Los Angeles, but it's also so different from me in Johannesburg, It's the concrete jungle for us, but here it's the actual kind of jungle. And I keep taking pictures on my cell phone and WhatsApping it to friends saying, oh, my commute today was horrible. I had to wait for this wildebeest to cross the road, and the first day out, he literally stood in the road for 10 minutes looking at the car. And I was like, I'm just going to be late by 10 minutes. It's okay, because there was an animal crossing the road, So that's also quite special. Very different, yeah.
What would you like other volunteers to know about the overall experience?
As much as the website truly captures the space, the light, the feel, the wood on the floors, the thatch and all of that, also remember that you're in the bush and the Wi-Fi doesn't work sometimes, or there will be mosquitoes. But it's not something that's permanent, and you do find something to do with your time, and then half an hour later the Wi-Fi is back on, and it's not really the end of the world, because there's so many other things to do, it is a special kind of space, and I think all of those things add to the specialness. I'd also advise the other people coming to work that plan your trips into town well, because once you're in the gates here, it's almost difficult to leave. Not that it's a chore or anything like that. You really don't want to leave paradise, so why would you want to spend 20 minutes driving to the store to get milk when, if you just sat down and planned your meals and your milk requirements for the next 3 or 4 days and get it on your way back from the hospital, instead of coming in and then realizing, oh, I need milk, and then having to go out again, because once you're here, you kind of want to just take off your work clothes, put on your sandals, and just walk around barefoot. So I think I fell into that trap of not planning things, because I'm so used to the mindset, oh, I'll just walk to the shops and get something. So as much as it might sound an inconvenience, it's actually because once you're here, it feels so comfortable that you don't want to leave the space. So just plan your time. Okay, thanks.